Hello, thank you for watching the Kempler design vlog. I'm in a home dealing with shades that are not new. I don't know if I've looked at the date, I'll probably add it later. But if you look up here, you're looking at a motorized shade from vintage times. And chances are you've moved into a home and have these. I'm going to show it up close so you can see it a little bit better. But one of the things that you'll notice if you have a remote, it looks like this. This is the PowerRise Platinum. It's from Hunter Douglas, and it is like 3-4 generations older now. And so one of the questions that I get, and it's why we're doing this, but there's a million different directions we can go with this, has to do with the shade. First of all, does it work? Answer is no. Why not? There's no battery in it. One of the reasons is, and watch as I get closer, top of my hand, 8 feet. So it's up another 5 feet above that. And what does that mean? That every time you've got to change out the batteries, for this version, and I'll show you why, because the headrail, and I'll show a picture right here, it opens up and the battery pack is on the inside. That's the only way they used to make it. But now you can get extension cords and you can place the battery packs down below. But there's another technical thing, and that has to do with the power. So I get a lot of calls about lithium-ion batteries, rechargeable batteries, because that's totally normal these days, but not for these. Why? Because these are 12 volts. The lithium-ion batteries that are rechargeable are 18 volt. So you can't just plug those in together, but the principle's the same. And so Hunter Douglas has these parts right here, and we put those together, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this down, and then I'm going to, and I'm also going to show you how to do it with pictures. But the idea is we're just going to go through the process. So if you have this, I'm going to show you how you can fix it. Not easy, but I want you to know. And then, I mean, honestly, when they're this old, you may want to consider replacing them just because the technology is so new and so much better, new products, new materials. But if you want to keep them, I'm going to show you this as an option. I'm climbing up now. These have no, oh, you know what? I'm not climbing up now. I have to put my ladder there. A ladder miraculously appeared. So I'm going to climb up and I'm going to show you the details on how we do this. So I'm going to talk so you can get the idea, but right here, and I'm going to show a picture of this that I'm going to take when it's down. But if you were to zoom in, older style has the batteries inside the headrail. So as we need to change the battery, we open this rail, and right up here, you can see the battery. I don't know if we can. I'm taking this bottom edge and I'm going to tip it up. That's how you do this. You just tip it up. So now I have exposed to me the brackets that are on the inside. And I'm going to take a picture of those shortly. Actually, I'm going to do it right now and edit it out. But I have to take a picture so you can see it. Right here is the spot where you place the, let's see if I can do this. Right there. It's hard to point to it, but right where my finger is, that little area, you press down on that with the bracket, with the screwdriver, and then just tip it forward. So this is in the open position. I just take the screwdriver, just hold a little bit and tip forward. Oh, this actually has batteries in it, they're just dead. That's interesting. And then on this side, same thing. And now you'll notice probably that the whole thing tipped forward. So you have to hold on to it, because if you let go, it would fall. I'm going to hit the button just to see if it will work. And it does not. So the batteries are totally dead. Because of that, I can't raise it up. So I'm just going to lower this gently, keeping it towards the inside. And then I'm going to grab the bottom rail so I can carry it safely down. And just so you can see what I was talking about, this is the headrail. And you can see on this side, that's the button that I was pressing to see if it worked, which it doesn't. But right here, you just tip it open. And then the bracket sits about here and here. And for larger shades, there'll be ones in the center as well. That tips down when you're done. So I've set this down on a safe location, so it's not going to scratch anything. And this is when you look down from the top. And if you notice, you've got your battery pack right here. See, it's connected, goes across to this other side, and we're eliminating that. So the key that's important is if you follow these two cords, which I'm trying to do this with my fingers, which is hard. If you see these two cords right here, they connect to the battery pack there, and then they go across, and they go right struggling to see this. Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Yeah, right here. They come out, see where it says power, PWR? We're going to remove those and replace them with what I'm about to show you. So what we're going to do now is use some really mini pliers, and what we're going to do is take it and remove the one where it says power, PWR, right there. So we go over to it and just reach inside, and it pulls out very easily. Okay, right there, it's out. You can see it right here. That's the one that connects directly to the old power. And for now, just so you can see, I'm going to release that little lever. And then this old one is dead. Let me see if I can show it to you. You know what? I'm going to change the angle just a little bit. So this is what the original packs look like. There's 8 batteries in there. It says PowerRise on it. And these are totally dead, of course. So now the new ones, instead of being like that, are a double one. So you put 4 per side in these, which I'm going to do, but not on camera. And then these don't fit inside like the other ones do. So what I'm going to show you right now is how to put the new connection in where we undid the power. We're going to reconnect it with this. This is the same basic tag or point insert that goes inside of the that little holder in there. We're going to put that in, and then this connects to this, just like that. And then there's other steps that we're taking beyond that just to make it easier for the client. So again, you can see where it says power. Now we're going to take this and insert it inside. So what I do is I notice that here, if you look, it's got holes that are more to one side than the other. And I line them up with the little prongs that are down below. And I use this to do it. Get it lined up, get it close, and push it in. And let's see. That's it. It's that easy to do. And then we will create the connection here by putting this together with this. So what we're going to do now, and I have my glasses on so I can see, is fill this. We're using double A batteries. This is simple stuff. And if you notice right on here, it gives you the direction that they're supposed to go. So you'll notice the ones on the bottom go in this way so that the little tab at the front is facing that way, the positive. So plus, 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 forward. And then, just want to verify, yes, it goes this way on the way back. I normally do it from the other side, but I was doing it so you can see it. So the negative side goes in first for this side, like that. And I'll just verify that I see the same pattern all the way through. Positive, 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 negative, negative, negative. Okay, so then you just snap this guy on. Okay, now it's connected. And what I'm gonna do is pick up the shade. I'm gonna plug it in first because it's just easier. It's connected. I'm gonna pick up the shade. Okay, so now, if you look, you can see the button right here, right there. And I'm gonna press it when I have it off the ground. And you'll hear the shade rising because the new battery is functioning properly. Okay, so it's completed as far as that goes. Now I'm gonna reinstall it and I'm gonna show you some details on that as well. So I mentioned that I was gonna just install it back up there, but one of the main factors, remember, that we talked about was that they want to be able to change the batteries much more easily. So as a result, I got this product right here. It's a 10-foot cable. And so the top will go at the top and then the bottom will come down to the bottom of the window and will attach right in here, and I'll show pictures of it shortly. But that is very easy to connect, and now I'm going to show how it's done. And by the way, while I'm heading up, we don't just leave the battery sitting at the bottom of the window. We actually place them in a cover so that they're protected from the sun and they have a nice sleek look. So if you can barely see them looking up, then it is a nicer look. So I'll take all this up with me. So making sure the cord is behind the shade, and then you put the bottom portion of the headrail while it's tipped forward. You lean it towards the back till it grabs, and then all you do, make sure it's even on left and right, and then you just snap it up. Listen. Did you hear that snap? It just grabbed it. That's all there is to that. Then it's just a matter of where we're going to put the battery cable. So I'm going to place it here for now. And I will be attaching things, but realistically, I'm just going to show the finished thing because I don't want to waste your time. But you're going to attach this cord to the side using appropriate tools. That's kind of up to you. There's no rock solid method of that. Some people like to cover it up in a sheath, and other people tack it with little holders that hold onto it and run it into the wall. But that's the overall look, and I just wanted to show how to change that out, and we'll have a couple little details coming as well. Thanks for watching. So this is how the battery pack works. Just have it right here. You just take the top off, and you've got your batteries right there. Just lift them out. Twist is the easiest way to do it. So now you've got your batteries. Snap it back in. And then that snaps on as well. So it's installed, and as you can see, you don't really see any of the cords, but they're a lot easier to reach. Just a little step stool to get up to the 9 or 10 foot level, and you'll be able to change those batteries pretty easily. What you want to do now, and I actually haven't done this yet, but you've got your remote control, and I'm going to hit A channel and hit down. And it's a little louder than normal because 3 shades, I did ones that were over there. Those are all functioning at the same time as well. Now, these had already been programmed. I'm going to raise it up. I have to put it on channel. I forget how these work. It's been a while. Okay, so these have been programmed in the past. I did not program these. These were not mine originally. But if they're not programmed, there's more to it. And I'm just going to, listen, I'm sorry that this is long, but I want to cover you. So if you need to add a channel and your remote looks like this, if it doesn't look like this will not work. But what you're going to do is press and hold the button up top on the, and I think I took a picture of it. If not, I'll take one right now. There we go. And you're going to press that. You have 4 seconds to do this. So it's not a long-term thing. It's going to be like this. Boom, boom, boom. Let me tell you what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Press and hold the button right there on the headrail. Then you're going to put it in the channel you want, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then you're going to hit the up button. So press and hold, tap the channel, tap the up button, release them all. Should take you about 2 seconds. It should take just like this. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Remember that. That way you don't mess up your programming. But that way you can add a channel, or if they're needing it to be done new. I have no idea. These are, like I said, they're so old that I mean, how awesome that they're still working, right? And easier to access. So that was a lot of stuff, but I thank you so much for watching this vlog, which, by the way, let me add this at the end. And thanks for watching the Kempler Design vlog. But I can probably get you these, but that's not my goal. I'm not looking to have you say, hey, Paul, I need those, all those parts. Talk to the people you got them from originally. If you're totally stuck, let me know, and I can get them to you. But doing the work on them, you got to be safe, and you should find somebody that knows what they're doing. So I am obviously not going to travel all over the country to do little work like this, but I'm willing to help. So if you want to talk, let me know. But have a great one.